Welcome to TinselTown Talkies. It is Thursday. Man, this week just flew, right? Did you not take your prescriptions again?
No. Do I ever take my prescriptions on show days? I don't think I do.
Okay. How's your week going?
My week is insane as always, but I'm here.
Yes.
And we're here.
Yes, that's right. So thank you for
How are
tuning
you
in.
doing?
I'm doing great. I am energized.
What'd you do for St. Patrick's Day?
St. Patrick's Day. I wore a green bra.
That's it? Is that it?
I didn't do anything. I had such a crazy work day. I was in rehearsals and meetings back to back. So I didn't even make it out to a bar or anything.
So you didn't wear green, but you did a lot of red, white, and blue recently.
How do you know I didn't wear green? I wore green under.
Okay. Well, you didn't wear any visible green, but you did. You're missing my point here. I'm doing the red, white, and blue thing.
Yes. Tease it.
I want to get right into this.
Yes.
You went to Captain America.
Yes, I was at the Captain America junket and the premiere. And let me tell you, this is a movie to watch out for. It's Disney and Marvel, new release coming out in April. It's amazing. Chris Evans he's more than eye candy. I mean, he is stunning. I love him.
Did you watch the first Captain America?
I did not.
And how did you get what was going on in this one?
I don't know. I just caught on. You know what? There were some references from the past in it,
Okay.
but just the way the story is done, it's just so well done. You have to see it.
Okay, on your meter of score 1 to 10, how good was it?
Oh, I would give it an 8 to 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the Rosh endorsement, my friend.
Exactly.
I also believe you talked to some of the people from the movie.
I did. I want to play some of those clips. The first thing I think it's very funny is one of the issues in this film when you see it is the issue of trust. Who can you trust out there? Like, I'm having issues right now with you. Can I trust you?
Oh, man. You can't trust me. You can't trust me at all.
So it's really cool. So, we asked Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, and Scarlett Johansson, who is the Black Widow, returns as the Black Widow in the film. We asked them in their personal lives, how do they deal with the issues of trust? And here's what they had to say.
We're listening to who? Chris and Scarlett?
Chris and Scarlett.
All right. Trust. Can they trust each other?
Yeah.
Hero, she doesn't necessarily have
we've got the wrong bite
really
playing.
Kind of
So I'm going to go back here real quick while we find the right sound bite. So it's really interesting.
They always offer money.
Here we go.
No, well, it takes time. It takes time and experience. You need to earn trust, and that's not something that happens overnight. I really don't have a complex of an answer beside that.
How do you feel, Scarlett?
I trust no one. I only trust whoever Sam Jackson trusts. That's my barometer right there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how.
Do they have to prove themselves?
I don't think people have to prove themselves in order for me to trust them. I think I'm mostly trusting by nature. And usually I would say, I guess I wait for people to prove me wrong, and then I don't trust them. I would say after that,
You
and
start
then
with
you
an
never
ad.
get it back. Yeah, once I don't trust you, you're out of the circle.
I love how she says that. You're out of the circle. Because I think I'm kind of like that too. I'm kind of like that too, Pimo. Like if you have my trust, you have it. But once you betray me, I'm done. You will not get my trust back, and that's just the way it's gonna be.
You mean your standard's not whoever Samuel Jackson trusts? That's not your standard?
No, I didn't get that answer.
That's actually a funny answer. Like,
It's
cute. I mean, I might use a Samuel Jackson standard.
I don't know
myself.
what to make of that, but well, I mean, he's held on such a high level. That's what that tells you too.
Yeah, right.
So that was kind of fun, and then what was interesting is, Scarlett Johansson, who plays Black Widow, is one of the only main female characters in here. And it's really cool because you've got the action from her, but then you've got a little bit of the emotional side. You've got a little bit of the sexuality side, which is not like she's this sex figure in there, but like she's got that little nick to her,
She's got a little sassiness in there.
She is sassy.
that whistle pretty much sums it up for me.
So, it was interesting. We talked to her about Natasha and her character and how this character can serve as a role model to young girls out there because she is a very strong character and what she brings to the table. And here's what she had to say.
Natasha is a bit of a reluctant superhero. You know, she doesn't necessarily have this really kind of strong golden moral compass. You know, let's not forget she started out her career as, you know, essentially a mercenary. You know, but and so, you know, I don't know if that makes her a role model material, but she you know, in some ways, I will say, you know, Natasha, I think one of the things that's very, you know, that's attractive to me about the character is that she uses her feminine wiles, you know, as kind of a part of her job, but she doesn't rely on, you know, her sexuality or, you know, kind of appeal, physical appeal to get her, you know, get the job done. You know, she's extremely smart. She thinks on her feet. She's a leader, and you know, and she is I think has a lot of foresight, and those are all qualities that I think it's, you know, wonderful to celebrate for young women. And of course, it's really rad for me to have my kids, you know, my friends' kids, you know, kind of look up to that character and, you know, dress up like her as Halloween.
You know, I think my favorite part, so it was neat what Scarlett shared, but
Yeah.
I have to share with you guys what Chris said about the suit. I mean, do you ever wonder what it's like suiting up for any of these films, whether it's Avengers, whether it's Spider-Man,
It's
Superman?
tough.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting into that suit for like months at an end and being on set for God knows how many
I
hours?
can't imagine.
It's crazy. Well, and I don't, but I feel like there's a certain sense of power when you get into this suit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But,
Yeah.
you know, it was fun talking to Chris about suiting up. Here's what he had to say.
Suiting up.
Suiting up.
Does it still feel as exciting when you pick up the shield?
It always feels like it gets tighter. It's like, I thought it was supposed to get more comfortable. I feel like this got worse. I'm not joking. That really happens. But you know, it's they always make improvements on it, and it is the type of thing. Once you get a good sweat going, it loosens up quite a bit. It's exciting. Again, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you know you're making good movies. If you were disappointed with the previous film, it's going to be hard to mentally prepare yourself for living in that thing for, you know, 4 or 5 months. But since Marvel just can't stop making quality movies, it's exciting, and it's humbling, and it's an honor to jump back into it.
All
no
right.
matter how uncomfortable it is.
Is it me or does Chris just know how to plug the right answers in, or he's got some great media training?
He's probably got some good media training.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear that answer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just like how Marvel.
No,
makes
I didn't
great
hear it.
films.
My headphones aren't working. I can't hear anything. Are you talking to me?
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious.
So, are you a Marvel fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a general comic fan. I'm not like a nut. I mean, I own a few comics at home
Any favorites?
from the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite from Marvel. My favorite's from the DC world.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose, I'm a DC Comics guy.
And who do you like from DC?
Oh, Batman, naturally.
Oh yeah, of course, Batman.
You know, I mean, I just bought three Batman Blu-rays yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Obsessed. Okay.
Yeah, I got like 10 Batman films in my library so far.
Well, are you looking forward to seeing this one?
Yeah, I did enjoy the first one.
You did?
So yes.
Okay, great,
yes. So I'm
great.
definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
I guess
fun.
if I had to pick a Marvel character, I'm gonna say the generic one, Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay.
It's a fun movie. Not a substance.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Robert Downey Jr.
And he plays the character well, so I
He's a
ain't gonna hate.
fantastic job.
How much money do you think this film will make?
Ooh, you got me stuck there.
You think it'll break 9 digits?
Oh, I think it will. You know why?
Hmm.
Because you've got the whole international world on this one too. I mean,
Yeah.
this premiere was crazy. I should have brought some pictures in to show you guys. They had a jib at the premiere.
Really?
Yeah. Marvel had their own setup there with live reporters just doing a full-on live broadcast.
It was
of
at the
it.
El Capitan?
Is at the El Capitan, close down the entire street of Hollywood.
Hollywood Boulevard, wow.
Yeah, they of that block actually, right in front of Dolby Theater
Yeah.
and the Chinese Man Theater. They brought a Corvette in. You know, the one that the one that Black Widow and Captain America drive in
Yeah.
in the film, and they had these guys riding on motorcycles who were to be part of the Shield. Like it was a pretty big hoopla.
I have to ask, how good does Scarlett look in person?
She's beautiful.
Yeah?
She's beautiful.
Man, now I wish I was there.
If you're nice to me and I trust you, I'll take you next time.
I'm always nice to you. That's not an issue.
Well, we've got some other film. We got a couple minutes here. We've got some other films coming out, right?
Well, we don't got a couple minutes.
We don't?
Do
we
we?
got a time already? Yeah, we got about 2 more minutes.
Okay. We have a couple sequels.
Yes. Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2. My curiosity is what took so long.
I'm super excited. Now, that film's going to do well.
Yeah, and then also Cars 3.
Ooh. I'm into Cars. I'm not a big fan. How about you?
It was entertaining. I don't know if it's warranted of a trilogy.
Yeah, I don't know if a Cars 3
Next
was
thing you know,
really
Planes
needed.
2 is coming out.
I don't know. I was actually planes didn't do so great, I heard.
Yeah, well, I guess they have a following. So
yeah, I mean, I
Cars
enjoyed
3.
Planes. I watched it, but you're right. Cars. I don't know, but Incredibles, I think is going to do fantastic.
Yeah, but speaking of Disney, since we're on Disney, real quick, also another one coming out is episode 7.
Yeah,
They're doing. This is just a quick reference. They're doing it 30 years after Return of the Jedi. That's where it's starting off at.
30 years after what?
After Return of the Jedi. So it's picking up 30 years
Really?
after episode 6.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I want to see how that plays out.
yeah,
I
that
wonder,
could go both ways.
Speaking of Disney and episode 7, Arvin, can you show the other photo? This is a Death Star, but it's got the Mickey Mouse ears on it.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I just have to share that.
I love it.
That's a fan made poster, but it just
Okay, I was gonna say, is that from the studio or
no,
the fans?
that's a fan made poster. That's really wanted to bring up the film. It's more that than anything else. Yeah, I mean the evil empire, right? Literally and figuratively.
Seriously.
Yeah. Before we go to break, the reason I asked you about the money issue, and this is I just found out about this. MIA. She's from our part of the world.
Yes.
Yes.
The singer.
Do you remember what she did at the Super Bowl a few years back?
Yeah, I think they had an issue with her. We covered this in one of our previous shows.
Yeah, she flipped off the camera,
right.
right? So the NFL is suing her for $1.5 million.
They are really suing her.
Yeah.
Wow.
So maybe Captain America could help fund her.
Okay, I don't see the correlation, but
I don't
all
know.
right.
Just, one film makes a lot of money. What's the $1.5 million? Just throw it over there to.
Interesting. Poor
know,
MIA. I mean, there's been some other obscene stuff done there before that's never been
Compensated
a lawsuit.
for. Yes.
Anyhow, lots more to talk about when we come back. This is Rasha, and
Timo.
We'll see you in just a few on Rant Radio Network.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired
That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300. Yo, what's up? Happy Thursday. Look at my partner there trying to be all pace. You know, it's funny you did that because you and I were talking to a common friend on Facebook about Indian boy posers.
Yeah, that's so
Remember
true.
that?
Don't want to be hoodlums.
Yes, exactly.
Who've
Anyways,
never been to the hood.
Yeah, I know, right? Unlike me. I'm just kidding.
They drive a Mercedes Benz and they're like, yeah, we're want to be gangsters.
And they live in the suburbs, in the rich suburbs.
It's
and
hilarious.
I'm from the hood, yo.
Well, speaking of better Indian boys, that's a horrible transition.
Well,
so do you like theater?
am I a nice Indian boy?
No.
No. Oh man, that I set myself up for that one. But yes, you were asking about theater. Theater, as you like to say.
Are you a fan of theater?
Yes, I am.
Do you like theater?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
You went to the theater. When did you go?
I did. I went actually last night.
So you did Captain America and you did theater.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm busy, huh?
You're doing some cool things.
Just hustling.
Can I be like you, please?
I'll think about it.
Nah, I'm not asking for your permission. I'll do it if I want to.
So, you know what's really great is there's a great theater space in downtown Los Angeles in the little Tokyo area.
Mhm.
It's called East West Players. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I've been there a few times.
You have? Okay, great.
Yes,
I mean, they
yes.
put out some great productions, and they're really supportive of the minority community, especially the Asian community, which captures the South Asians.
So they're not really East-West? I mean, they got gang signs, whatever, you know?
No. So it's great. They've been running this production called A Nice Indian Boy that's directed by Snehal Desai. And, you know, it's great. What I really loved about this production, I saw it last night. And for those of you who've caught some of our other shows, we did have Anjul Nigam, one of the actors, who's actually coming up in the film, in Jason Bateman's film, Bad Words. So he is one of the main characters. He plays the father in this production. And it's great because the way they've presented it, it's so universal. I mean, it's about a family who is dealing with the announcement of their son being gay and then bringing home his gay partner.
Wow.
Can you imagine how that would go down in an Indian family?
That would be a struggle.
I mean, even though there's still more and more people that are part of the LGBT community that are South Asian, I still think it's a big taboo in our community. And anyhow, I caught up with one of the cast members and with the director, and I'd love to share some bites with the director, Snehal Desai, who's actually from the North, who just moved down here and who's going to be a literary manager at East West Players.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's great. We'll be seeing more productions out there, hopefully.
Sweet.
Yep.
Well, let's give into
let's run that little bite. Yeah.
Tell me, what has it been like working on this production for you?
It's been wonderful. I'm actually from the Northeast, and I came out to do this production, and it's been, you know, a wonderful welcome to LA, to the South Asian community, to the East West Players community, and everyone's just been it's been a real treat to kind of be here and to work on this play that I feel is very timely and poignant, but also entertaining and funny.
Well, I want to talk about that. Why this particular script? What intrigued you about working on this script?
I think it's very, very smart. It's what I call like a post-coming out play, if you will, and that there's been a lot of gay plays. There hasn't been a lot of particularly plays dealing with sexuality in the South Asian community, and so I thought that was very, very unique. And then what I loved was that it took the conversation forward, so that these are parents whose son is out and they know and they're comfortable with it. Now it's the next conversation. It's a conversation about marriage and relationships and partnerships. So I thought it was very, very smart and very, very savvy in that way. And Madhuri has such a unique voice that I was really, really, really drawn to it.
Were there any particular challenges in directing this play?
It's always, it was my first time in LA, so it was my first time casting a theater production in LA, and it was my first time casting a play with all South Asians here in LA, and and that pool of actors is still very, very, very small. It's limited, and everyone is so good, and the people who are really doing it are all working so much. So it was hard it took us a while to kind of get the cast together, and I was very, very picky that it be right, that everyone be right in terms of the parents and the kids, and that it feel like a family.
Which, by the way, was superb.
Thank you.
Superb cast.
And so once that fell into place, then I felt like everything, because I knew the script was very strong and the storytelling, and it would just, once we had that, I felt like, okay, now we have something.
Obviously, you're tied to the project. You're directing this project. But if you could tell audiences, or just even people out there, to come watch A Nice Indian Boy, what would you tell them? How would you encourage them to come and support this production?
Well, I mean, I think it's one of those things is particularly for the South Asian community, I really implore them to come out, because there are so few theaters that support South Asian work and put our families and ourselves on stage, and which is what we say we want, but then we don't necessarily turn out. So that's my first thing. The other thing that I love about this story is that it's so universal, in that it's about this kind of thing that happens in families where your parents want you to be happy and you want your parents to be happy, and everyone trying to be happy becomes unhappy. And I think that's so universal, and so all of us can kind of tap into that, and that's what's been the great part about the reaction. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Asian or South Asian or gay, that you can tap into those, because I think the conversation, the dialogue is so authentic that there's some point in the play where you're like, oh, my mom said that to me, or I've heard that conversation with my dad. And I think that, and it's done in a way that's very loving and very fun.
I think you hit on a great point. Is there anything else you want to mention that maybe I didn't touch upon?
Nope, just that we're running until this Sunday.
Yeah, and that's right. They are
running until Sunday.
Yes. I just feel like their run went by so fast.
It was only like 4 weeks. Yes. It's a pretty short run. I better get my ass to the theater.
Yes, you better. And I'm telling you, even yesterday, I mean, they had a lot of people in there. So,
really?
Yep, if you check out A Nice Indian Boy, it's running at East West Players in downtown Los Angeles. You can Google them. Definitely go support the theater. But this is a production. You should see it. Really, really hits on a lot of great emotions and feelings, and is something that we can all relate to. And I really would encourage South Asian families to see it, because the mentality a lot of them have, and they live in these closed glass houses.
Yeah.
I think it would really be a door.
That's an interesting script. Closed glass houses.
Sorry, glass houses.
But I'm curious, you talked about the emotion hits, but what is the emotion that struck with you?
There were two. I think there was a feeling of, there's this beautiful scene that's done there with Anjol, who's who plays the father, and it's about the sacrifice made, from their generation as parents, that they do for their kids. So it's almost like, I wouldn't say anger, disappointment, but it comes out in anger. So there was a beautiful scene done there, and then there was another emotional scene as far as expectations and the feeling of pleasing your parents, and really making sure that we live up to their standards and expectations, because we want to make sure that we come through. Before we go to our next break, I would like to play a little bit from the actress whose name is Mozam. She was wonderful. She plays the sister in this, Mozam Makar, and she's fantastic, just a brilliant actress. And here's some things that she had to say, Arvin, if we could play her clip.
All right, the actress.
Mozam, so you're part of this wonderful production, An Indian Boy. Tell me, what did you most enjoy about this?
I liked, well, it's my first show in LA, because I just moved from Chicago. So first of all, I was just really excited to be doing theater in LA. I was a huge theater person in Chicago. I did show after show. I was, that was my thing. So when I came to LA, I was like, oh, that's it. No more theater, because they don't do theater in LA.
Well, you definitely command presence on stage.
Thank you. So I was just excited to be able to go back to a theater show, because I missed it. So that was exciting, and it was really great to work with a whole group of people that hadn't. Thank you. A whole group of people that I hadn't worked with before, and it was really fun working on a world premiere. I worked on a couple of world premieres, so I'm used to kind of that process of like changes and everything on the fly, and I think it's very exciting because it's a brand new show. But yeah, I really liked being able to dived into a script, worked with people I haven't worked with. Working with Snail was really great. He's a really fantastic director. He had a real clear vision of what the show needed to be, and that's always great to kind of come in with like somebody who knows exactly what they want to do, because because then you can just make it grow from there. So that was really fun.
You mentioned an interesting thing. So you come from a theatrical background, from a theater background. Do you still ever get butterflies in your stomach when that curtain opens and you're ready to go on for your first entry?
Opening night is always opening night. Like, we could have done like 20 previews and there might be 50 shows after, but opening night, for some reason, I get a little, opening night. So I usually just like to get done with opening night, as just get it done, and then I can go into my show. I actually just get excited. I get really excited before I get on stage. So not butterflies, but opening night, I still get the weird.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's all fun. It's all fun.
What is it about A Nice Indian Boy that you think audiences are going to like? Or, I watched this performance tonight and I thought it was brilliant. And what should we have audiences understand about this production?
I think, first of all, it's a fantastic topic that's being broached. It's something that doesn't really get discussed in Indian culture, and the whole homosexuality, gays, lesbians, and everything. And I feel, and there is such a vibrant gay lesbian community in India. I have a friend who's doing like a thesis doctorate on it, and he says it's alive and thriving, but no one talks about it. So I think it's a great way to get people thinking about it and get people starting talking about it. And I think this play does it beautifully because it talks about identity and culture and how in the end, we're all human beings, we're all family. It's about being, like as Naveen says, I just want to be part of this family. And in the end, that's what it's about. It's like regardless of who you marry, it's if you don't have family, you don't have anything. So I think it's nice to think that, yes, he might be gay, she might be a lesbian, but she's still your daughter. He's still your son, and that doesn't change. So you have to kind of work through your differences, because, yeah.
I'm going to end by asking you, so have you ever dealt or been in a situation where you've had a friend who's belonged to the LGBT community and had to face something like this?
You know what? Actually, my cousin is a lesbian.
So in family.
Yeah, so in family. So, when she came out, I think different people had different reactions. And I think folks back in India are, I don't know how much they still know, but
which is crazy because it's so prominent.
Yeah, it
right?
is. It is, but no one talks about it. So definitely, and she's happily married. They have 2 beautiful kids, and so it's within my family as well. And I also have tons of LGBT friends. I'm actually in a lesbian web series, and so I'm a huge supporter of that community. And it still breaks my heart to think that so many of them, like all of them are at different stages as far as, how much their parents know, how much they accept them or not. And and they're all just wonderful, beautiful human beings. So it saddens me to think that, there's still so much they have to fight through. So I'm a huge supporter of the LGBT community, which is why I was also very excited just to be part of this conversation.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. This is definitely a production that I think is worth coming out to, and a lot of people need to see this. So
thank you so much
Best
for your support.
wishes. My pleasure.
Great interview. We'll talk more about it after the break.
Absolutely.
All right. Good job, Rasha.
Thanks, Pimo.
All right. We'll talk to you more about that, and we'll get to another guest after that on the break.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number 1 Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number 1. There's only number 1. There's only number 1.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-Juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Welcome back to Rant. Oh my gosh, I just
You got a little excited there.
Welcome back to Tinseltown Talkies on Rant Radio Network.
Yes, welcome back. You were a little too anxious to come back there.
I
were
guess
we?
so.
I have my hat on.
You're listening
What
to
am I
Rasha
doing?
and Pimo.
No!
Yeah, exactly. So, wow, we've just had such a fun show. We've got Captain
A lot of
America,
content.
a nice Indian boy. Wasn't she great, the actress?
She was a great interview. I loved her answers. Very
Her and
sensitive.
Snail, just fantastic. Well,
You know, our next guest has a lot to live up to.
oh yes, yes. I'd like to introduce her right away and,
Yes,
and get
let's
her
bring her
on.
online, yes.
Her name is Nishi Munshi, a working artist here in Hollywood, an actress, a singer. She dances. I mean, what doesn't she do?
Yeah.
Let's bring her on. Hello, Nishi.
Hi,
We are
Nishi.
great, Nishi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's that time between morning and the afternoon, so had my cup of coffee. I'm ready to go.
Nice.
Well, we thank you for making the time to call us in today. We know that you've got a very hectic schedule. I don't know if you heard Pimo and I talking. We were talking about just how diversely talented you are. You act, you sing, you dance, you produce now too. I mean, talk to us about all these different things that are happening.
Yeah, well, I was just a really hyper kid, and so, my mom's like, get her into anything to get her outside of the house, and, it allowed me to really just take part. I come from a family that's full of dancing and music, so that was just kind of started off as like a relaxing, fun thing, but, kind of turned into something that I'm passionate about, that I do every single day. Working in Hollywood and the industry has been fantastic. This year has been really rewarding, working on different projects. And that kind of gave birth to my own production company now, where we're constantly writing. We have films right now that are being pitched and distributed. We just had one film picked up, and it was recently put out at like Walmart and Redbox and all of that, called Cruisin'.
Wow.
There's just a lot of fun things that have been going on this year, and hopefully they'll continue to. But that's the birth of 2014 was Studio X, a brand new production company, and I'm really excited to be on the other side of the camera and really see what it's like from A to Z to produce a film or a TV show or a web series.
So tell us about your cruising. It's already out. Can you tell us and just any details about the film or the production?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a Latin-based film. One of the actresses actually went on. She's been picked up on a series, and it was kind of like the brainchild of one of our partners. He's a director at the studio, His name is John Fu, and really talented guy. You know, he has an amazing story himself, and he came up with the concept of Cruise In. We then put, you know, that idea to paper, and it was produced and then recently distributed. And it's a great film. You know, we do have a lot of connection into the urban and Latin market. So that just took place this month, and we're hoping to see how the film performs, because then it'll give leeway to another upcoming film that we're putting out, which is also going to be very urban-based, and it's called A Gun's Life. But it's out right now. Check it out. It's a great action thriller film, and it just gives a lot of light to ethnic actors, goes ahead and just kind of puts that in the forefront. So we're really, really excited about it being distributed this year.
Nice.
And what about, oh, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, what about some of your own projects that you're working on or maybe currently going out for?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I always say the struggle is real right now for everyone in the industry. This season has been so unique and challenging in its own way, but it's been very rewarding for me. So for the past year and a half now, I'd say I've been working with Sony PlayStation. I can't give too much out until the release date, but it's a great new motion capture video game.
Fun.
And it's just a brand new form of technology. It's done by Red Dawn Productions, very, very talented team. And I play one of the first South Asian characters on the video game. It's called The Order 1886. So I encourage everybody to check it out. And it's, you know, it's my first experience doing motion capture, and it's just, I don't know if you guys have ever been exposed to that.
I was just going to ask you, how was it doing motion capture? Because that is just a whole different realm, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things where normally when you go to act, you have, you know, a certain frame, and you do have to kind of motivate your acting or your work towards that particular frame. But motion capture is like, you know, just like a big kid in a candy store. You get to jump around. You know, you have a head cam attached to you at all times, and it's pretty cool. You know, I play with guns and bombs all day. So no, it's really fun. There's a lot of physicality to it. That's awesome, and it's been one of those experiences where you just learn so much more about how your body moves and functions and how your facial expressions move and how in-depth that can get. So I've just been working with a great team. And as my first experience, I would love to do something like this again and again.
So have you seen like any of the final product of what you've done, or is that still under wraps for you?
Yeah, no, I absolutely have. They do give us glimpses. Of course, the trailer is out, so we get to see how some of our characters look, and it's just so lifelike, it's almost frightening. You know, you just get to see so much more of how your body movement shows through, you know, in this type of technology, and the smallest little nuances of your face or the way you speak or you laugh, everything shows through. So I have been able to see it, and it's like watching, you know, your twin. So it's really great. And it's said to be released hopefully by September
Oh, great.
of this year. That's the hopeful release time frame. So everyone should check it out. And I think it's a great new thrill of a game for, you know, gamers out there. So it's a whole new world of acting, I guess, that I got into, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, the follow-up to that question was, with seeing what you've seen on screen, how was it? Was it similar to what you thought you were doing during the motion capture? Was it different?
Hello, what kind of a question is that? Of course she's getting motion captured.
No, but it's like, how does she think it's gonna look like? I mean, I'm just curious. Like, when you're up there doing something badass, you may think you're doing something Matrix-like, and it's not really that way, you know?
It's like that girl that's out on a Friday night that thinks she looks great dancing, but then, you know, no, I mean...
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
exactly the
add to
question
that.
is.
See, okay, no, so yeah, well, you know what's funny about that is that with Nishi, she's probably seeing another human character, but I mean, it's very different when you have an animated character in front of you, or if you're a different animal or something. But Nishi, you're emulating another human, basically, right?
Right. No, absolutely. And it's kind of crazy because it takes place in a kind of Victorian London, you know, something that's it's a timepiece almost, but it's integrated with all this modern technology. So, yeah, to answer your question, you know, seeing myself, the greatest thing about it is a lot of the times, you know, when you're on TV shows, like I did, you know, just last year when I did Revolution, this year I'll be coming out in a new film in May, in a feature film. And for a lot of those, you know, you're dolled up, they do your hair, they do your makeup, you look so pretty and great, and, you know, you kind of can see how you're going to look on screen. But for motion capture, it's absolutely no makeup. It's absolutely nothing, not even, you know, you can't even put lotion on your face in the morning so they can put the placement dots on your face. So, you know, I don't know about both of you, but, you know, the way I look in the morning, you know, before a cup of coffee.
Oh, please, Nishi. If you guys are looking at our screen now, you could see her up there. I mean, she looks like that without makeup on as well. So,
so I was kind of like, oh, goodness, you know, what am I going to look like? How is this going to turn out? But it's amazing, and it's actually so much more freeing, you know, to answer that question, because you're not behind, you know, any type of makeup or hair or fluff. You know, you're just kind of there, and for me, artistically, it's allowed me to just kind of be out there more and be a lot more raw. So, and of course, you know, the great thing about editing is they can cover up those little bags under your eyes and take care of all that, but it looks really cool. And we had to go through a pretty intense training, weapons training with rifles and 9mm, you know, because the way you physically hold a bigger weapon versus like a bow and arrow is just so different.
See, now that's fun. That's
yeah,
hot. That's hot.
Okay, you know what? We don't want to piss off Nishi because she might.
Yeah, she might come beat us up.
Yeah.
Nishi, you
and
have.
I definitely felt every muscle in my body after that training. We were trained by, you know, men who've done this for so long in the Army, and so they brought in a couple ladies to help with, you know, the female athleticism. So it was just really great. So far, it's just been so much learning that I've had a blast.
So did they provide for a massage after too?
You know what? That's a great. You just gave me a great idea for my contract. So I might just put that in.
Nishi, you know, you do have a lot on your hands. You also teach dance. You yourself are a performer. With all these things going on, how do you juggle it? And what do you do for fun, or when do you have time to have some fun and let loose?
Well, I mean, she's having fun every doing what she does.
I know that's fun too, but there's got to be some Nishi time too. What does she enjoy doing? I should rephrase that. What do you enjoy doing when you are not working?
I am just a lover of food. And it's challenging, but one of my closest friends, she's a chef. So, you know, whenever she does come over, it's always a food and movie night, and that's how I let go and relax. I don't actually watch TV, which I probably should at least watch the shows that I'm on. But, you know, I love storytelling. So for me to relax, you absolutely hit it on the nose, where, of course, when you love what you do, you know, the 18th or the 19th hour, you still keep pushing. It's this new wave of like energy and adrenaline that always kicks in. So it doesn't feel like work, but absolutely, you know, when I just need to let loose and let go, we make something warm. We meaning she cooks and I eat it. But you know, she's great. She's a chef, and she teaches me all kinds of new things, and I'll eat, and you know, we'll watch a movie, and it's great to just dive into a movie and kind of let go of the reality of things that are going on and just get so involved in stories, you know? So, yeah, that's definitely my go-to. It's either that or just a good book next to my puppy.
Okay.
Again, with some food, with some comfort food. So that's usually my relaxation time.
We wish you could relax some more, but we're out of time with the segment, so.
But before you head out, Nishi, could you give us your Twitter handle where fans can find you?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're ever interested, please do follow me at Nishi Moonshine. That's NISHIMOONSHINE on Twitter. And on Instagram, it's _real_Nishi. And you can always keep up with new things that I'm doing.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thanks so much,
Nishi, thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing that game soon.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good day.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
And
we'll be
talk to you in a
right
minute.
back
Yes.
after this short break.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts. We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor. We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more. We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes. Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotechsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Would you get your stuff together?
I know. I'm trying to adjust this headset.
Welcome back to TinselTown Talkies. This is what goes on every week. When we're off air on commercial, this is what happens. I gotta see what I deal with every week.
Do you see what I deal with every week?
Yeah, but you knew what you got into before you started the show. Are you good now?
I'm still adjusting.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 6 months, and you're still adjusting.
They got to stop in 6 years.
Oh.
If I could handle you that long, Vimo.
I didn't know how you dealt with this long. But
seriously.
It is what it is.
Well, I have to tell you, I don't know if it's the sugar I ate or just the great energy of the guests that we've had on our show today, man. Just, Nishi Munshi, an Indian boy, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson.
This has been an intense show.
It has.
I'm actually
Think I'm
surprised.
gonna need a
I'm
glass of
surprised
wine
we're still
after this.
sitting still, to be honest. How are we still here?
I don't know.
We still have another segment to go?
I know.
Where do you want to start off first? We got a lot to talk about.
Too much happening.
I know.
All right. Dancing with the Stars premiered this past week.
Yes, it did.
And I bet you didn't watch it. God forbid you put the television on.
I mean, unless it's a basketball game or a baseball game. I mean, I won't even watch these athletes that I love on the show. But Tell
So
me.
you're into the March Madness, right?
Yes, yes. Oh, I see. That's the thing that we weren't.
See, we didn't plan
Did
for
you
March.
notice? I'm checking scores when I got the chance.
Yeah, I thought that was rude.
Yeah, well, hey, it's March Madness. All sense of decorum goes out the window. You know, I want to suggest for our next show we do a Final Four theme.
Maybe. So, anyways, Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah,
What a
nice
great
shift.
season. What a great season premiere. Jason Derulo opened up the show.
I see
do you know what
Aaron
song
Andrews.
he's done?
I don't know what song he's done.
Talk Dirty to Me.
Oh, okay.
That's a
I know
song
that
he's
song.
known
Yes.
for.
Well, do
anyways-
you think he's talking to you when he sings that song?
No. No.
I see Aaron Andrews is in the show. I
Yes,
might
so
have tuned in for her.
I'm telling you, a lot of big changes. So Aaron Andrews replaced Brooke Burke.
Mhm.
I have to say, I liked Brooke, but I thought Erin just slipped into those shoes and did a great job. She was so hospitable. She was just so friendly and open with the guests. Just knew how to talk to them. I thought she did a fantastic job, and she had some good chemistry with Tom Bergeron.
Okay,
She was
I want to
great.
see her dance.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, huh?
Yeah, I actually want. I'd actually tune in if she were dancing.
Yeah.
I'd tune in for
Oh,
that.
you would? Now, if people
For that,
don't
I'd
know,
tune in
Erin
for.
Andrews is actually a sports journalist, a
Yeah,
sports
that's- yeah.
broadcaster.
And she's
Yeah,
not-
that's
and she's
that's
easy
why
in the
Pimo
eyes.
knows her, and
Yeah.
she is pretty. I'll
Yeah.
give her that. But it was an interesting show. Billy D was on here. Do you know who that is?
Billy D. Williams.
Yep.
Yes, of course. How do I not know who he is?
Who is he?
Carisian from Empire Strikes Back.
Yes,
I mean,
from our Star Wars group.
yeah. He's also Harvey Dent.
Yes. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So the guy is like 70 something, and it was so sad. The scores came out, and he had the least amount of scores. I just felt really bad for him, and it's just almost kind of like, well, what do you expect? I mean, for being in his 70s, he did a great job, because how many people are going to get out there, in that
So
age group?
the scores were the opposite of his age.
Yeah. That's a nice way to put it. Well, you just made me. That was a good one. You actually made me laugh on that.
I
Candace
tried.
Cameron surprised, I think, a lot of us. She
DJ
ended up being
Tanner
in
from
top
Full
3.
House, yes.
DJ Tanner. Okay, she
Yeah.
is a mother of 3.
Wow.
She looked fantastic.
Really?
Oh yeah, she looked great, and she did a great job. She did a contemporary number.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
Now I heard Drew Carey was in there too.
Drew Carey was in there doing the foxtrot. I thought he was impressive.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see what he can, carry along. You've got the 2 Olympians on there.
Yes, and then one of the Olympians is in her 60s, right? There's a 64-year-old Olympian on there too.
So we actually have 3. We got the ice skaters.
Ah,
right?
yes,
The 2
yes,
ice
okay.
skaters. So it was.
Who would you like the best at? If you had to pick one couple.
I'm torn. I really liked. I liked Candace's performance.
Wait, okay, I'm looking at this video. Billy D. Williams did a whole Star Wars theme,
Oh yeah.
and he didn't get any high scores for that.
Oh, I should have mentioned that to you. Yes.
Well, I'm looking. He's got Star
Listen to this
Troopers. There's
video
R2D2 there. What the? How he got Ewoks on there? How does this not score high points? If I were on there, I'd give him a perfect score. Ewoks, and you got the Star Troopers, and you got R2D2.
Yeah.
Oh man, I actually would. Yeah, the movie theme music, John Williams playing. Oh wow.
Well,
I guess.
Charlie and Meryl, the ice skaters, they were a pretty popular hit. I thought they did a pretty good job too.
So the first set of eliminations are next week.
Yeah, they're going to be on Monday. I don't know.
Who
I
gets
mean, the way it's
eliminated?
looking, I think it's going to be Billy D. Williams.
He pulled off a Star Wars
Oh, it
thing.
was so cool. It was so cool. You should have
I
seen
mean, no wonder he's getting low scores. The guy. I mean, there must have been no guys voting for it. Because of a guy.
We got the 2 main judges there, guys. So, anyways, check out Dancing with the Stars. ABC, it's back. Really came in with a pop. I mean, they had great performances and just fun vibe. It was very exciting to watch everybody.
Speaking of performances,
Yeah.
let's take a performance to a whole different level, I guess.
Performing in bed.
Yes. So
We talk about everything.
I can't believe I'm actually introducing this website, HollywoodGossip.com.
This is kind of like far-fetched for you.
Very far fetched for me, but it's a juicy topic. So apparently,
Tell me the juice.
Apparently, Lindsay Lohan has a list of guys that she slept with 34 or 36 guys.
Are
And
we
it's
surprised?
published.
That's it?
Well, no, and these are like the A-listers. She may have
Really?
slept with more. I mean, I'm just gonna.
Okay, do you
Gonna-
think this list is for reals? Or
I
is it a
actually,
made-up list? I mean,
no, I think it is for real.
tell me who some of the people are.
So, Justin Timberlake.
Oh God.
Heath Ledger.
What?
Yes, Heath Ledger. Joaquin Phoenix. Let me see who else I could find here.
Why would you publish this list?
Andy Levine?
Oh my God!
Wilmer Valderrama?
Aren't these
Zac Efron?
Aren't these guys gonna feel like
James Franco?
My James, he's on
Colin
the list.
Farrell. Hit it and quit it.
Okay, I want to get a reaction from these guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is just insane.
How do we know if this
Ashton
this is for Rios
Kutcher?
or Ashton?
Ryan Felipe? I mean, Orlando Bloom? Benicio del Toro? This is why it's hilarious.
Oh my! This is not a real list.
How
Please.
do you know it's not real? It's Lindsay. It's Hollywood and Lindsay Lohan. Anything is fair game.
Yeah.
You know, I you know what? I'll admit I buy it. I'm not exactly a consumer of gossip.
Do you buy this gossip?
I do.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
I do. It's like I
There's some people on this I'm not really sure of.
why? Because maybe they go the other way.
Possibly.
Hey, you know what? People do strange things in Hollywood, including sleeping with
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes. You know, I mean, you know what reminds me? We talked about Lindsay a lot on this show.
Yeah, we did. Which because she was on the O Network too.
Yeah, but we've had at least 3 episodes. Our third episode of talking about it. That's
I
kind
guess
of
she gives us something to talk about. Huh?
we're giving her some press.
Yeah.
Lindsay, if you're listening to us,
You owe us one, Chica.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, look. Good luck to her and her conquests.
Yep.
And may it keep going for her if it works out for her.
Don't let it go.
Okay.
That was my little tease into Let It Go for Frozen.
I know.
Yeah.
So, what did you watch Frozen?
Yes, I did. I took my 4-year-old niece. Let me tell you, this little mixed Korean Indian baby, 4 years old, is singing "Let It Go" all day long.
And did you like the movie?
So adorable. I love the film. I thought it was well done.
So, did you know it's now the highest
grossing?
grossing animated film of
Not
all
surprised.
time? It
Unbelievable. I think they
surpassed-
just released the Blu-ray DVD too.
Yep. So, what movie did it surpass? Pop question.
Would the other film be an animation film too?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Who else has done so well animation? I know
I'll
this.
give you a
It's on the
hint.
top of my tongue.
I'll
Okay.
give you a hint. It's a part 3. And there's no way you wouldn't cry watching the end of the film.
Shrek?
No.
What is it?
Toy Story 3.
Ah!
Toy
Yes.
Story 3 was the highest grossing animated film.
And so now Frozen beat it out, right?
Yes. But what's even more amazing is not just the fact it's number 1, but also topped the $1 billion mark.
Wow.
That's what's amazing. Now it's up there with
That's
Iron Man
huge.
3 and Pirates of the Caribbean and
That's
Alice in
unbelievable.
Wonderland and Avengers and
And that too, an animated film, right?
yeah.
Would you ever think an animated film could do that well?
Well, you have the occasional. This is one of the exceptions. I mean, you know, they do make these animated films now with serious adult themes.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
You know?
Let It Go is kind of one of those. In fact,
Yeah.
some of the stuff too, when I was watching it with her, I thought, oh, this is too old for her.
Mhm.
Like it was just going over her head.
I had a question. I'll admit, I am not. I'm probably the only person in the world who has not seen this film, considering it's a $1 billion film.
I don't know if this is a Pimo type of film.
But well, that's a whole different question. But my question is this: I heard that what's unique about this film is that she's not a typical Disney princess, but she tries to be one anyway. Is that the truth?
I mean, it's interesting, yeah, but I still think she's got that Disney princess look to her.
Eh.
Like the pretty, light, fair-skinned with the beautiful blonde hair and the very
Uh-huh.
delicate looking. So, I mean, both the sisters are still very delicate.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize it's the first animated feature to win an Oscar for Walt Disney Animation.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely some record-setting going on.
Yeah. So, anyways, congratulations to
Yes.
Frozen. That film is not frozen. It's been heating up at the box office. like crazy.
Absolutely. Ooh, look at that. You are just away with the words today.
I'm on a roll. Hey, I am a writer. Are you a fan of Glee?
Yes, I do enjoy. I can't say I'm a huge fan. But I know they're celebrating 100 years.
100 episodes.
100 episodes.
100 years. I didn't know Glee came out in 1914.
Oops.
Can we get a little sound something for that to make fun of her? That's just like, wow. Yes. 100 years of Glee. 100 episodes.
I made you laugh, didn't I? 100 episodes.
Yes. Although it was a laugh at a laugh with.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Arvin's great, isn't he?
Thank you, Arvin.
Anyways, what's the hoopla with 100 other than 100? I mean, is it pretty intense? I hear it's a 2-part episode.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Have you ever watched an episode of Glee?
I have. It's well done. It reminds me of like our Bollywood movies because they've got the singing and the dancing in there. You've got actually Iqbal Teba, who's an Indian actor.
Yeah,
Indian Pakistani actor who's one of the main characters in there.
I don't think I could ever get into this show.
Yeah, you know what? I think Glee is one of those shows you either like it or you don't. There's no in between for this show.
Is there a specific demographic who this appeals to?
I'm gonna have to say it's like the 18 to the 24-year-olds, maybe.
Okay, mostly male or mostly female?
Mixed. I think during this time you could say mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it looks like a glorified Grease to me.
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm writing that. Okay.
So anyways, congrats to them.
Congrats to them.
We've got some news to share here at Rant Radio Network with TinselTown Talkies. Pimo and I are going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus with our show. So our last show for this month will be next week. But do stay tuned. We've got different time slots happening here at the Rant Radio Network. We're about out of time for this Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure doing the show and serving all of you every Thursday.
Yes, and we'll definitely try to do our best next week as well.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys. You're listening to TinselTown Talkies.
I know there's something out there that's bothering you. You want to let people know about it.